Hi friends, welcome to Tutorials Point. Today we will understand a video on logistics management and in that returns management. Under that we will be covering these three topics. One is the complaint management, one was the quarantine stock handling, and the third one is material sorting. In complaint management, we need to understand what exactly a complaint is. For a customer specific requirements, if there is any deviation that qualifies for the complaint management. Consider that a certain material needs to be delivered on 1st of June. For some reason it was not delivered on 1st of June, that means you say it is a complaint. If customer expecting 500 components and for some reason we were able to deliver only 400 components, that can be a reason for a complaint in logistics. Or if a customer is expecting in certain packaging and we are delivering in a very different kind of packaging, then that can qualify for a complaint management. So these kind of complaints can really qualify for our deterioration in the business. We need to avoid that. We will talk about quarantine stock handling. Why this is required? Because when there is an OK and NOK samples, NOK means bad samples, there can be a mix-up, and with this mix-up there can be a problem that bad components can reach the customer. So there needs to be an quarantine area, and in that quarantine area it should be a control mechanism. There should be a responsible person and he needs to take care with the right identification and traceability with respect to what is good component and what is bad components. Then we will understand the control and also the time. Control means to say the non-authorization person should not able to enter the quarantine stores, because the main purpose of the quarantine store is to prevent the mix-up of good and bad components. With respect to the time, also we need to be very clear from the material point of view. Any good or bad components need not be mixed, and also within the defined period of time, this kind of bad components needs to be either scrapped or accepted with a deviation while informing to the customer. Then we will understand good and the bad components. All the components that are meeting the specified quality management requirements, including the customer specific requirements, will qualify for good components. Bad components means which are not meeting. With respect to delivery, also the same thing. From packaging, cost, quality, everything, if it is meeting the customer agreed terms and conditions, then it is good, else it is bad. Then these are all the instruments, measuring devices that will be used for the containment of these particular parts. Depending on the application of the quarantine material that we are going to do, we need to select the right measuring devices. When we are selecting these kind of devices, we need to be very clear whether these things are perfectly okay. Because if these things are not effective, then the quarantine activity which we are going to do will not be effective. Then we will understand why training is important in material sorting. Because if it is not properly trained to the sorting persons, then they may not do an effective job. That can really do a lot of problem. For some reason, if a material sorting person understands a not okay component as an okay component or vice versa, both can be a problem when these particular parts reaches the customer. So material sorting location needs to be very clearly defined, not like this. So there should be a clear input, clear output. If it is not okay of the inspected part, there needs to be sufficient storage area where, depending on the defect, these items needs to be stored and segregated, where lot of efficiency related things can be taken care. So that's it for the video. Thank you so much.
Tutorialspoint.com. Simply easy learning.